What's up, guys? Welcome back, Brand 5 Garage. I'm building a racing lawnmower that should be done in this episode, or at least should be driving. It's not going very well, though. Stay tuned. All right, so if you watched the last episode, I appreciate it. Also, you kind of know where I'm at. I got the rear end in. However, the belt was too snug. I bought a new belt, so I'll get that in. I bought some more oil, too, since we leaked it all out on the floor. What I need to do in this episode is probably drop the rear end down, change the old belt looney out, try to fix the little shaft that goes into the rear end, and then put it back together and go do some burnouts. Yeah, that's pretty much it for this one. Also, the 5 changed colors because it's the 5s. Yeah, they were neon-y. Look, watch the old video. It's pretty cool. Also, guys, if you could hit that subscribe button, that would be awesome. It would help me a ton. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, so hit it. Do it. Thank you. That's it. So I did the exact wrong thing to do, and instead of like measuring for a belt, I just guessed, and then I went from there, which cost me like 20 bucks. But the belt I got was a 75, and it obviously 75 inches, and it didn't work. So I bought a 77, thinking the 2 inches, which isn't a lot, but some people it is. The 2 inches there should be what we need to get the clutch doohickey thingamabobber to engage the rear end. So I'm going to put this on. If it runs with it, it runs. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And then I can drop the rear end and try to figure out what the issue is with that. So tearing the rear end apart went terribly. I'll show you guys what's going on. Disclaimer, I've never torn one of these apart. I don't know what I'm doing, so bear with me. So I pulled this piece. There's like a couple screws that are sitting there on that pulley. Pulled this piece back. And then I realized I had to pull this other little plate spacer thing back, so I moved it over. I had to use a screwdriver and all that fun stuff. And then I found this little gear here and these other little doohickeys that probably go on the bottom of that shaft inside there, and sorry, that shaft inside the rear end, but they had since come loose. So I gotta think of a plan B here, get this thing rolling, because this ain't good. So bear with me, we'll get it figured out. All right, guys. Excuse me, we're done with that one. I've been dropping parts and pieces, and things keep jingling and disappearing in the mess. So I'll show you guys the plan. Now, it's not as drastic as a pulley swap as the other one would have been, which might not be the end of the world. But I'm going to use this one. This one had I think it's pressed on, and then it's got a retainer nut. I'm going to do it the right way, though, and I'm not going to break it like I did the other one, because that was 100% caused by me. This one seems a little different, variable speed-wise. I won't really know what they do until I get it in. So we're going to have to figure out how to mount this bad boy, and then we will get it into the other one. This one's probably just going to end up being a parts one at this point. We'll get it in. I'll try to cut the sheet metal thing so that I can shift it. Yeah, kind of bummed, but it is what it is. So I just got to be more careful, I guess. All right, that pulley came off weirdly easy. I just WD-40'd it, and then she plopped right off. That's the bottom. I think that was the top. Now, my only issue with this one is that hole is 5/8. That's not. So I don't have like a sleeve or anything, so I think I might just have to go buy another pulley. We're just on a hot streak, so maybe I'll run and do that right now, and then we'll get it on. All right, I returned from the pulley store. I got another 4-inch pulley with a 1/2-inch bore this time instead of a 5/8 bore, so it should match up with this one. Should fit right on that. I'm going to put this on that, and then I'm going to carry that over there, and then I'm going to figure out how to get it on. And then we're going to, yeah, make it look cool. All right, cool. Boom. You guys saw it in time lapse. It's not attached yet. It's just held up by the jack, but it's getting there. So the rear axle that I put in here is going to work. Obviously that one's seen better days. The gears are cool. Use those on, maybe on that. I don't know. Anyways, so it's in, it's on, it's good, it's great, it's grand. These tires are taller. I kind of like them a little more. This is just giving me ideas for the body work. I'm kind of running out of time on this thing, so I got to try to get it done this weekend, even though the competition isn't for a couple weeks, but I'd like to get it done this weekend. My issue is all this oil on the ground. I'm not trying to get under there and crawl and all that, so I'm going to put some towels down or something to get that cleaned up. So this side, the U-bolt that I bought, which is nowhere to be found, great. That'll work there, so if I can find it. And then this side, I'm going to have to come up with some kind of custom bracketry to hold the axle. And then I got to do supports in the front of the rear end going towards the front so that it doesn't do this when it gets engaged, because that would be bad. So yeah, this is turning out pretty cool, actually. I was kind of worried about it, but we're getting there. All right, guys, I tried to fire it up. You probably saw the smoke puffing. It didn't fire up. Naturally, it's going to have a dead battery because why wouldn't it, right? So dead battery, I'm charging that up right now. I'm probably going to wait till the morning to try to fire this thing. I noticed that all the gas that was in it is not in it, and we just filled it up before I parked it. So we're leaking gas somewhere. Where, I don't know. That's going to be a nice little either fun adventure to find, or I'm gonna have to replace that tank, even though, which sucks because I gotta find a small tank that will work there. All the other ones from all the other lawnmowers are too big, so we'll figure something out. Flex Seal maybe? I don't know. One other thing I had to do, I did it off camera, is I had to bend this. It might still be hot. No, it's not. So you can see where it's white right here. I had to heat that up and bend this back so it didn't rub on the body. Still kind of does, so I might notch this out. Oops, notch this out up here with a grinder. It still shifts fine. I'm just hoping the belt engages so we can go. So All right, you guys saw the smoke coming out of the exhaust pipe. I got it running, so, well, it always ran, but I bumped it into gear just a little bit, let off. It moves, so we're in business. How fast it moves, I don't know yet. I'm going to wait till the sun comes up and take it for a test drive. So that'll be right now. Okay, it's the morning time. I'm going to take it for a rip. I got it outside to go run it, fired it up, put it in gear, and the belt just spun. So I think the issue is I bought too big of a belt, so I'm going to put the smaller belt on. It's 2 inches smaller. It might be too small, but we'll see. We'll get that on, mess with the tensioner pulleys, and hopefully we'll drive it today. All right, guys, it runs, it's fast. It feels a lot faster than it looks on camera, but it's going at least twice the speed it was when I started, so that's a plus. I'll give you guys a walk around. I did a little extra stuff to it. All right, there it is, guys. Painted the wheels red. I got to take some tape off, do a little touch up. I don't really care. It's probably not even going to be touched up. Painted the front grille white, brightened it up a little bit. Same paint I painted the interior of low meter with. Got a couple more decals I'm going to throw on it. We're going to do a couple more things, clean it up a little bit, make it a little cooler looking. But yeah, that's it, guys. I might try to lower it somehow a little bit. It's extremely sketchy turning. I don't know if I have any of that on film. It wants to tip over every turn I make, so I don't really feel like crashing and dying, so we might do something about that. However, it runs good. It's super fun to drive. Yeah, there she is, guys. Looks like a race car, an old sprint car or something. Might try to do some stuff to spruce it up, but you guys, this one we can call check. Might add a few things here and there, see what Randy from How Do You Hot Rod's doing his, and get it just right. So cool. All right, guys, that'll probably be it for this episode. I wanted to push this one out on Friday, but it is Friday, and I ran out of time. The sun is almost down, so it's later in the day. So I'm covered in dirt. My house has holes from hail in it. It's going great. So Brand 5 Garage. We can check this one off the butt list of builds to be done. I'll show you guys. We might start the race car, or I have another idea. I'll let you guys decide. And then we'll obviously get some work done on low meter. There it is, Brand 5 Garage. We are out of here.